Hello everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for watching. So today's DIY is pretty simple in my opinion, and coming right up I'm going to show you what my inspiration was for today's DIY. I thought it was very feminine and very beautiful. The picture in the middle is actually mine, and then the other ones are our inspiration. So to get started, we're going to need these folding hand fans that you can find at the Dollar Tree. Now this comes off pretty easy, the material, but this is a plastic piece, so you want to be very careful when you're removing the material so that you don't bend and break the fan. So I picked up a white one and a black one. The white one I'm going to spray paint gold, and this is how it turned out once you remove the material. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing for the black one. Like I said, you can use them as is. If you're going to spray paint them, it doesn't really matter which one you pick up. But again, the white one is going to be gold, and then the black one I'm going to leave as is. So here I'm just removing it the same way. And that's what that's looking like now. So you can use whatever it is that you want to embellish this piece. I went ahead and used my different gems that I have found at Michael's. You can also pick them up at Hobby Lobby. And these I picked up at Joann a while ago, but I ended up not using them. So what you want to do is, before you glue this down, you want to go ahead and space out your gems. You want to space them out evenly and that sort of thing. You want to be happy with the way that it looks before you kind of permanently glue them down. And I use just regular hot glue for this. So once I have that the way I want it, I'm going to go ahead and space them out evenly. And you want to center the gems within the stick, if that makes sense, like I'm just showing you here right now. Now you want them all to be leveled out, meaning when you glue on your last gem, you want it to be parallel, or that it doesn't go over the tip. And I'm going to show you what I mean. That's what I mean. So you just want to make sure that they're all even out. So now I want to glue them back in the pattern that they go, in that kind of like that accordion fan way that it was before I put it apart. So I'm just kind of making sure that they're aligning the way that they should. Usually there's one beneath the other one. See, like that one was out of place, so I'm going to put it the way that it goes. And you want to glue them as close together, but you don't want them overlapping. So that's why whatever you choose to embellish this piece, you just want to make sure that, you see, like I can only go that far in because again, I don't want them to overlap, if that makes sense. Again, it's just kind of one of those things that you have to watch me do so that you understand what I am talking about. So I'm just going to go ahead and overlap it to the second one, and I glued it just enough that they're not too far apart and that they're not too together that they're overlapping each other. So I'm just going to continue on to the next one just to give you another example. This is how it would sit normally if you have the fabric on, and so I'm just kind of doing that again, putting it back together. And that's what that's done. As you can see, I went ahead and embellished it further with some round gems underneath, and these I had in my little stash in my chandelier, kind of hanging little gems, so to speak. And so now I'm just thought that I would hang it from the little loop that it has there, and I thought it looked really pretty. Now you can glue some more back there just to reinforce your piece if you want. And so now off camera, I just went ahead and decided to glue on these string lights. I will link these down for you guys below. I ended up using 2 all together, and so when you glue them down, just make sure that you have access to your batteries and that the on and off obviously is to the edge that you can turn them on. Ideally you want to get some remote control lighting, but again, I will link those and these down below in my Amazon storefront, so go ahead and check that out. And so I'm just basically gluing them in a way that when you turn the fan around, you're not going to see the wire. You just kind of want to disguise everything. So here I just had some, I usually save these for my Dollar Tree frames just because you can use them to hang things. So I'm cutting them down to size, and this is how, or what I'm using personally to hang my piece. I'm just kind of gluing it down in this direction. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And then I'm just going to go ahead and reinforce it with some more glue. Guys, don't forget those thumbs up. Don't forget, you're looking at the thumbs up in the background. So please give me those thumbs up if you guys think that I am deserving. I would really appreciate it. So here I have kind of like this mesh material. One side is gold, and if you flip it around, the other one is silver. The silver one I'm going to use for the black folding fan, and then the gold side I'm going to do later on. I'll show you what I did with the gold one. And so now that I'm laying it down, I want to make sure that the silver is facing right side down, or when I flip it around you'll see the silver. So now I'm just gluing it down to the fan sticks, just a little bit of glue all around, and then now you want to go ahead and cut off the excess. Now when you cut off the excess, I can't emphasize it enough because I almost did, make sure that you don't cut your string lights by mistake. Just go ahead and carefully trim the excess off, and just be careful again that you don't cut your lights, because you don't want to do that obviously. And yeah, so now I'm trimming off the excess just so that I can, you know, be even with the top of the fan. And now you want to grab some wire. I got this one at Dollar Tree. Whatever wire you do use, I do recommend that it's the same color, or maybe translucent, maybe some fish wire, that sort of thing. Basically what I'm doing here is just looping in through on either end, because I want to pull the fan together and give it somewhat of a slope of appearance, if you will. I'll show you what I mean by that. This is optional, you don't have to do it, but I suggest you do it just so that you know it's not flush to the wall. You kind of want a little bit of that 3D effect, and so that's what I mean right now. Coming right up, I'll show you. And you have to be very careful when you pull this fan together, because again, this is plastic. So that's what I mean. See, it helps it to stay in place in kind of that folded shape. Here I'm just showing you that that's how that ended up, where I'm going to hang it. And so this is how it turned out, you guys. I hope you really like this. There goes the gold one that I finished off camera. I did the same exact process for both. I think these turned out absolutely beautiful. Now in the inspiration picture, they're absolutely huge on the wall. You can definitely find some big folding fans, I'm sure, online, and then you can embellish them that way. But I thought either that, or you can cluster these maybe in 3 or a few in the wall. They will look so beautiful. Maybe have an artwork in the middle on either side of your bed, or however it is that you want. I thought this was very feminine. Very girly like, very Asian inspired, very beautiful, and I love the way it looks on a colored wall. And coming right up, I'm going to show you how it looks like on a regular white wall or a plain wall. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if you're going to recreate this, and if you do, I want to know what color scheme you're going to go with. I thought this was pretty unique, and I really do hope that you like it. I enjoyed making it for you. And again, I'm going to link those string lights down below for you guys. Check out my Amazon store, because I always have things or supplies that I normally use on my videos, and more things as well that you might be interested in. So go ahead and check that out. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. And again, I ask that you please give this video a thumbs up. My views have been going down for some reason. I'm not really happy about that. I'm not gonna let that discourage me, but I'm counting on you guys to view my videos, keep a look at it. If you don't get a notification, make sure that you are subscribed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye everyone.